What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Road to 1000 Elo. Now, I have played, I think, a game or two of record, which I have won. So as you can see, we are back up to 651 Elo. So our goal today is obviously to start the new year correct by a win. So I wish every single one of you guys a happy new year. And so yeah, we're hopefully gonna start the year right with a nice win. I've done about 10 to 15 minutes of puzzles before we started. I did some mating ones and I did some opening specific puzzles on late chess as well. So I've done some London openings, so I bet we're gonna get some black pieces. But yeah, without further ado, let's stop rambling and I'll see you on the chessboard. So let's see what we're gonna get, and as predicted, we got the black pieces. We are playing against a 643 rated opponent from India, so we are going to get the Caro, which is nice. So let's see how if we're gonna get the advanced or if we're gonna get the exchange variation. I'm not sure how to play against a knight. Okay, so he decides to push. Interesting. So in this situation, I think we can't develop. So I think I'm just going to pin the knight, and then if they attack, I think I'm just gonna take and open and basically create like a weakness. So let's see, he decides to basically push forward, which is interesting. I think the safest thing for us will be to take. My king's now in a very tricky position. That's a really weird opening. Okay, so I think I'm just. Thing is, if I take now, he could take with his queen, and he's gonna be looking at my my bishop. So I think I'm just gonna drop. This is a really weird opening. Starting the year off with some really weird play. That's a little bit frustrating. I was hoping to be able to develop the knight and basically get a decent game going, but that's not the case. I wonder if my opponent's gonna be playing some lines to basically try and make my life difficult. So what does that do? So he's going for this pawn, which could fork my queen as well as the bishop, sorry. So if he goes here, I can take. If he goes here, I could take with my king, but then I can't castle anymore. Where else could he go? Can't go here. Could go back. I think I'm just gonna try and kick him out. I'm annoyed because this bishop is doing nothing, and we have a really weird structure going. So whatever my opponent is doing is definitely working because it's not a conventional way of playing chess. Just thinking, what can we do? Okay, so he goes back. I think I'm just gonna develop my knight and look to basically come up, start doing some developing moves. What if I come here? I think that's a good move because I'm pinning the knight. What is this play? That's what I think. So he pushes, and if I take, he could take back. But then if I take, he takes, I could just get the rook. So that's basically a cheesy macaroni and a free pawn. He's making a lot of moves where I have like a double pawn structure, which is weird. I'm thinking about pushing this as well. I'm basically attacking his knight twice. If I take, he'll probably take back with the queen. It is such a weird position. I can't. I think what I'll do, I'll just save my bishop for now. So this pawn is hanging as well, so he'd be able to take this back. Actually no, because that's frustrating, because now he can take this. So I think that's the best move for me. Well, we're already quite down on time, so this could be quite an annoying game. Okay, so what do we do now? Could move my knight, hitting his queen. Yeah, let's do that. We need to start moving quickly. We're up 2 pawns, which is great. Okay. Thinking about pushing this. How do we get developed this bishop? For some reason, I feel this push might be quite good for me. He's not developing his pieces, and that's such a annoying way to play. I've just dropped a knight. So it seems like the way he's playing is working, because wow, okay. What is this? Really struggling to think of how to play against this. I mean, I could just throw a check. Let's do that. Thinking about coming here. No, I can't. What am I doing here? And then if he pushes, I could take. Let's do that. And yes, I'm dropping another pawn, but come here. How am I meant to play against this? Come here. He takes. I could also take this pawn, but that won't do anything for me. So I think I'm just gonna develop for now. We are severely down on time as well, so gonna have to make a move on pretty quickly as well. This bishop is doing nothing. Let's just take. Thinking about coming up here as well with the knight, and then maybe looking to take this, and he could take. I still feel like this move would be strong for me regardless. Need to activate the rooks as well, so maybe push. Really struggling to understand how to play this position. What if I take this? But why would he just develop this? He's probably going after this pawn. Okay. This game's become quite stressful all of a sudden. So if he goes here, that's fine, that won't be a checkmate, but that's fine. That's all under control. Because he hasn't got much to do left now. I don't think he's got many dangerous checks, to be honest. If he does this, I can push this pawn, or I can even take with the rook. Yeah, so he just dropped a piece. Mm. So what do I do now? I feel like taking will be best. So he can push forward, and then I'll just take his rook. So that is a very strange and very unconventional way of playing chess, and I think this is why people always say that if you play chess in a very strange way, you will get punished. Yeah, so he does take this, but I think just gonna check. I hope he comes up. Yeah, and this is game 1 basically. So let's do this, and then I just need to basically get rid of this bishop somehow. So how do I do this? Just gonna take that. That was silly. I think he's trying to stalemate. So I'm thinking about this, and that should be mate on the next move. And then that's mate. So yeah, this is exactly why you should play chess in a way that's you know, conventional, in a way that you should be playing chess, rather than playing it out of nowhere. And I notice as well, whenever someone plays chess in a way that's really odd, I tend to struggle, because obviously naturally, you know, you're not used to the moves, so you start thinking like, what's this move, like, am I missing something? But that's all right, we got to move, you know, we got to move on. We got this win, which is great. So let's get into the game review, and let's see exactly how well we played. So let's see. We've not played too well. We've only played with a 75.5% accuracy. It says we had a blunder, which I'm sure I had, because I wasn't basically used to how he was playing. So let's have a quick analysis. So he started off with some sort of strange opening. So after the follow-up, I have developed, he pushed. So then I obviously took back, but it says I should take it differently, because it doesn't tend to like me taking with the pawn. It gives me, yeah, I guess moving back made sense. I don't know why I didn't look for that, to be honest. I think these are just the little details that I'm obviously missing in my game still. But we took with the pawn, he moved. I then basically, I think the only best move in this position would be to take. But as you guys would have seen, I was debating, because I didn't want his queen to basically coming in and getting a good attack in, even though my bishop was basically defended. So I moved back, and basically he moved the same piece twice. I have attacked it. I've decided to develop. He carried on pushing, and I found this pretty nice pin for the knight. So basically, he's giving me another free pawn. That was a really interesting way of playing chess, by the way. So obviously, I took, which means he had to take back. Um, I went after his queen, um, and that was such a stupid move from me. I don't understand how I didn't see this coming, and his attack on my knight. What I should have done really was just took it back. Um, but you know what? Instead, I've blundered my knight. So, and then I decided to basically give a check. He blocked. I decided to carry on going for his pawns, and even though like you could see that I was obviously very unsure of what happened because this was such a weird position, and I was just looking at protecting my king, hence why I decided to develop my knight. He took the pawn, and I don't know why I decided to develop. I think I've had some mate ideas. So I should have just basically gone for the rook. And yes, he's taking a piece, but yeah, he's blundered his bishop. He's gone for my knight, and I was happy to basically give away that knight for 2 rooks. So yeah, and then the game basically finished because he's given me a queen. And that was a checkmate. So yeah, this was a very strange game, to say the least. I am quite disappointed in the fact that I have dropped my piece. I think it was a knight. Yeah, a knight that I dropped. However, given the circumstances and how strange this game was, I think it's you can probably understand. But the positive is that we are now back up to 659 elo, so almost back in the 671 range, which was the peak. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I will keep this episode quite short because it's the new year. I just wanted to get a quick game in, and still show you guys what I can do. So thank you again for watching, and please, if you do enjoy watching these videos, I would love for you guys to consider liking and subscribing and basically trying to help me grow the channel, because as my new year resolution, I do want to post more content for you guys, do more live streams, do more maybe playing with viewers, etc, etc. So we will be doing this as well as actually achieving our goal of 1000 elo and hopefully above. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.